Hello everyone and welcome to my Trainton World slot on the Dovetail Games publisher sort of weekend. So massive thanks to Dovetail Games for this opportunity to take part. And yes, we're doing something quite different today. We're going to be driving on the cross city, which looks fine at the moment. Yeah, it looks like we're in the cab and all, it looks all good. But there's a slight catch. We're going to be driving it backwards from the rear cab, and to top it all off, we're going to be doing HUDless as well. So we're pretty much going to be driving completely blind. So yeah, it's going to be fun. There's the DSD going off. I probably end up going to hit the buffers at Redditch, if we even make it to Redditch. But yeah, we're starting at New Street. So it's about, well, from the front cab it'd probably be about 45 minutes. Although as we're in the rear cab, it's probably going to be a little bit more. So let's get in, and I'm ready to go. This is just going to be, let's set the GSMR up as well. You know, get it all set up. There we go. That's all fine. I think that's about it for this one, isn't it? Well, the next station is Five Ways. Now, it's been quite a while since I've been on this route, so I suppose, yeah, wish us the best of luck. But here we go. It begins. And so we can't see the signals either, so that's also something to consider. I think the only time I've done this was on the East Coastway, but on East Coastway you don't really need to worry about signals. Whereas on this route, you do need to worry about signals. So, yeah, that's going to make it fun as well. But out we go. Right, here we go. So it's, yeah, about that speed. Let's go. As we make our way out. So yeah, so we should be near enough for all stops to Redditch. So Five Ways, University, Selly Oak, Bourneville, what the other ones on here? Kings Norton, Northfield, Longbridge, Barnt Green. What's the one? Alvechurch, and then I think it's Alvechurch, and then Redditch. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it gets on. See, on a route like, say, the Brighton main line, I could probably do that fairly easily in the back cab for most stations. But this route, you know, tons of stops. One I'm not that great with. It certainly is going to be more of a challenge. So we should be coming into the tunnels now. And sort of out of the tunnels is then Five Ways. This feels really, really, really weird and feels really wrong as well, but that makes it fun. Should be coming across the tracks. I was going to say we're on the wrong side. There we go. This train looks beautiful in the dark. I just love the reflections and stuff. Love it. Right. Let's speed that up a little. It's up to 20, then up to 40. Because you can't see because we're in the back cab. We'll just take it nice and steady. I think that ball would have been the 40 there. So let's get that up. Also, we don't want to go too quick, just in case. Or I think there's one more gap. Because the thing is, once we see the platform, if we're going at 30 or 40, once we see the platform, we're probably going to end up missing the station. So we don't want that. Right, I think there's one more gap, and then it's Five Ways. So I'm going to start slowing down a little. I'm pretty certain this is Five Ways we're coming into now. Because I won't know where the stop marker is either, so... I think this is Five Ways, I think. I want to say it is, maybe not. Is there another sort of gap? And hopefully you can't hear like a buzzing sound as well. The neighbours out of all days have decided today, on a Sunday, they're going to sand their bloody floors. When I had time to do this. So, yes, hopefully you can't hear that too much. Well, I did do a couple of tests and I couldn't hear it, so... Okay, now there's another little gap here. Right, through we go. And yeah, the game sound is fairly quiet, but then it's a fairly quiet train. So... Right, it's definitely through this one here. I'm down to 15. So once we see the platform, we can sort of just come to a stop. Luckily there's not too, many tight platforms on here. So we should be okay. Right. This has got to be Five Ways. Pretty certain it is. Unless there's another bloody arch. Must be. Surely. No, are we going into another... So I'm a little bit, yeah, as I say, disadvantaged. It's been quite a while since I've been on this route. Right, yeah, this is it. Wait until the platform actually begins. Right. First station. And that's not too bad. I mean, are we on time? Sort of, ish. But, I mean, that's not too bad. What about the stop marker as well? I mean, that's not bad, is it, really? Let's be honest. And it's university next. Right, here we go. The guard would be completely confused. We're off. One of the craziest things I've probably done on here. On this route as well. Probably sort of one of the harder routes to do it from the rear cap. And you've got so many stations quite close to one another. Yeah. Hello, people. I'm not the guard. I'm the driver. You're probably lucky you did get off. Obviously, speedboards as well. They're going to be tricky to see. You can only see the back of them. Oh, it does go up to 50 next. Too far, I don't think. Well, once we see this, there we go. So now it's 50. This one's going to be slightly harder, I reckon, trying to find where it is. Although I think there is a bit of a gap between Five Ways and University. Obviously the cat behind us as well. That's Smudge Case. You see her? No, wrong way. Well, she's sat there, probably wanting to go out. Smudge, you have to join us on this service, which might not end too well. It's all part of the fun. Right. I want to start slowing down. Actually, no, it's not yet, is it? There's like one sort of big straight. And then you then curve into University. Oh, I don't know, actually. No, yes. Yeah, it's like a big straight bit, and then you sort of curve again. No, I think we'll be alright. I'm fairly confident in ourselves. See, once you're on the Redditch branch, it should be fairly straightforward. As well, we're on the Redditch branch. It's quite sort of slowish. And when we're coming up to Alvechurch, as it goes into, well, 2 tracks again, you come off the single. So that should be alright once we're there. And this is probably one of the easier bits as well. Ish. Well, let's hope we don't get any red signals. Although, I guess the AWS should go off. So I suppose that's when we know we're coming up to some sort of cautionary signal. No, this is the long straight bit, isn't it? Okay, a little bit further along. And we're only going 10 under the limit. So that's alright. Right, it can't be far to the station. So I'm being quite careful. Yeah, no, we're coming up to it now, aren't we? And then on the left hand side you get where the chocolate bar collectible is. Probably didn't spoil that for anyone, but there is a collectible there on the left. This is it. So this will be University. I want to try and go a bit further up the platform. I think the stop marker's near the end. You know what, we're going to do that. We're going to play it risky. That will do. And this is University. It's not too bad. I'm fairly happy with that. I mean, yeah, the stop marker's a bit further up, but we stopped. Can't really complain as we are. Why don't you go over there? On your chair. And get the door shut. No driver. That'd be a bit scary, wouldn't it, seeing that in real life? Just no driver out the front. All fun and games. Right, Selly Oak next. The guard's given up on us now. Probably like, I'm not staying on that train. And we're off. Yeah, we let the guard off, so no buzzers now. They bailed out. Didn't trust my driving. And Selly Oak isn't too far. I think we go over the canal. Yeah, we definitely go over the canal. So that's when we know we're coming up to Selly Oak. Or is that when you come into? No, you definitely go over the canal. So once we go over the canal, then we know we're fairly close to it, because they're fairly close together. I think University and Selly Oak. I think we're curling up over it now. Yeah, we're certainly getting closer to it. Yeah, so this must be where we go over. I reckon, yeah, there's the canal. And then you're into Selly Oak fairly soon after that. I'm just waiting to see the platform now. Well, the platform's fairly long here, so... Oh, hello. That's a livery I forgot to unsubscribe from. Well, that's a good livery, and that's actually a realistic livery. So I believe one of the 323s has been repainted into Centro livery. That wasn't actually too bad. I reckon we might actually be fairly close to the stop marker as well. Well, I mean, near-ish. Maybe a carriage length away. Oh, hang on, how did we... Right, okay, we opened the wrong doors. Don't know how we did that, but we did it. Well, go on then. Unlock... No, now they're shut as well. Right. Okay. I'm only a minute late, so that's not bad. Could be worse. Right, get the doors shut, they're getting on. And the next one is Bourneville. Which, yeah, it's just over a mile, so we should be alright. Right, let's go. And obviously I can't use the external cams either, really, because, well, that would be cheating. It's rear cab. Rear cab HUDless. Dovetail Games Alex seemed to gleam over the idea, so it's a right old challenge. Right, let's get that up. It's still 50, or is it 60 now? I think it might actually be 60 now, actually. But obviously we want to be fairly careful anyway, so we'll go slightly less. There we go. Yeah, we sort of go straight up, and then you make a bit of a turn, and then you're into Bourneville. So once we see that turn... Right, are we on the straight? I think we might be on the straight bit now. So it goes straight. No, maybe not just yet. But no, there's a straight before Bourneville. So you sort of sprint along there, and then slam the brakes on. But yeah, okay, this is the straight bit. And then once we get a bit closer, we'll sort of turn in a bit. And that's when we're coming up to Bourneville. I think, if memory serves me correctly. I'm just going to slow down a little bit. Just in case I'm wrong. Although, I think I am right there. Right, we're starting to turn a little. So it can't be too far. Oh, there's that poor bear there. Right, yeah, it can't be far now. We should maybe start turning in. Right, no, there's the factory there. There's the chocolate factory. So we're going to be coming into it pretty much any second now. I think, yeah, there we go. This is the station. This is Bourneville Station. The chocolate factory saved us there. And here we are. Welcome to Bourneville. This is really playing with my bloody eyes going backwards. We got Northfield. Well, let's hope we don't miss you out, Northfield, as you are probably the one we would most likely miss out. We're only leaving 30 seconds late. And talk about bloody rear cab drive. This is easy. Right, King's Norton next. Which I think the speed comes down to... It's 45 on the corner, and I think it's 30 across the points. Yeah, Northfield is one we probably would end up missing out. Although I feel like I've got a marker for where we stop, because there's a buffer at the end of King's Norton depot or sidings. There's like a buffer, and that's usually my marker for sort of, especially at night time, for sort of slowing down. Although obviously we're at the back of the train, so we should be all right. Right, and we're off. Yeah, the reason I chose this service because it was about sort of 40 odd minutes. I thought, because as we're going to be, I thought we would be about 10 minutes late or so. But at the moment we're actually doing alright. Which is good, I suppose. Although we should start getting, I think you actually get yellows round here. Well, the AWS hasn't gone off yet. The safety systems are on. Actually, they should be on. What's that one up there? Oh, no, you can't do that one, can you? Okay, I'm going about 40. You should see the speed board in a second for the 45. Should do. Be on this corner. There's another one. There it is there. Then it then comes down to, I think, 30 going across the point. So I'm going to bring that down again. See, fortunately, I do know the speed limits on this route. As if you didn't know and you were doing this, you know, backwards, HUDless, well, that wouldn't be too good. But fortunately, that is something I do know, is some of the limits on here. And pretty much once we see the station come to a stop. I know the Camp Hill lines, aren't they, those ones? Oh, the Camp Hill line. To my knowledge of Birmingham is minimal. It's a confusing place. And this should be King's Norton. You sort of just come off the junction and you come into the station. Here it is. And let's pop that to a stop. Imagine doing this at night time as well. That would make it even more bonkers. But look, 39 past. And it's 39 past. We're actually doing quite well, which is weird, but we are. So, I mean, that's not too bad. Let's get the doors shut. And it's Northfield next, which is one which might be slightly trickier. Right, let's go. We are on our way, and yeah, hopefully you can't hear that buzzing in the background. Out of all the days, Sunday, we're going to do our bloody sanding, which is really noisy. The thing is, it was only just as I started pressing record, it started doing it again. But yeah, oh well. Obviously, yeah, big thanks again to Dovetail Games for the opportunity to do something a little bit fun like this. Also, let's get that blind down, because that sun is starting to get a little bit irritating. There we go. Right, so we can get a little bit of speed on us, as Northfield is a little bit further away. And this is the yard here, so once we see this sort of end buffer, that's when I ideally want to pretty much slam the brakes on. There's the shed. Okay, all good, all good. But yeah, this is the station I'm worried about. This is the one we're more likely to completely say goodbye to as we pass by. Right, I'm going to start popping on the brakes. Right, should see that buffer soon, which is usually my sort of point of being like, right, we should start slowing down now. A tad. Where is it? The buffer should be coming up fairly soon. I'll be on that bit of track that's there. And a little bit further still. And the stop marker's right at the end of the platform as well, so we should be alright. Should being the key word there. All good, all good, all good. There's the buffer. So we should... In fact, we probably could come into the platform at 30. I wouldn't be too worried if we did, because we're right to the end. Although we still probably shouldn't. Keeping an eye out. Yeah, we should be coming into it very soon. And after this is Longbridge. Or the Barnt Green. Oh, that's going to be a tough one. Because, well, from Longbridge to Barnt Green, there's quite a bit of a gap there. And I can't remember that actually too well. So, yeah, that's going to be a right good old time. Must be coming up to it. Must be. No, probably still be like another mile away. No, you can see the track separating, so you've got the middle, disused middle platform. So we should be, yeah, this should be it in a second. And you can fit 6 coaches on this platform easily. So we go a slightly bit further down. In fact, let's just come to a stop. But yeah, this is Northfield. Do the doors. That's not too bad, not too bad. There's another one coming in. Probably saw no driver in the front. Was hang on. Well, do the AIs actually have their blinds down? They do. That's cool. Let's get the door shut. Right. Let's get going. Next one is Longbridge. We're off. Longbridge is our next stop, which is literally just round the corner, so we'll be fairly careful here. And also, I think we would have a red light at the end of the platform as well, which is very scary. So we have to be even more careful. So I don't really want to be getting a signal past the danger on this run. I mean, not that it would be a bad thing, because we are driving from the rear cab, but still, not really what I want. Right, nice and slow, nice and slow. Let's popping that down. It's not far at all. So if once we come in the platform, the train will be nearish-ish to the red light. So we're going to take it nice and careful into Longbridge. Very careful into Longbridge. Almost there, I think. I think we're almost there. Let's speed up just a tiny bit. I think we'll actually see the platform on that side first, I think. So we should have a rough idea and we're coming into our one. But yeah, this is a little bit about the train. This is the class 323. I suppose about the route as well. We haven't really touched upon that too much. But yeah, this is the class 323 hypernetworker. And it is part of the Birmingham Cross City Line DLC, which actually recently got added to the Birmingham Standard Edition of the game, Train Sim Mod 3. Probably the most detailed British route there is to date. It's very good. Oh, it's so tempting to go on the external cam, but then it's like, no, don't go on the external cam. It can't be that far, can it now? I thought it was just round that corner there. It's actually a bit further along. It can't be that far now, can it? Oh, well there's the controller running out of charge. Give me 1 second, everyone. Right, there you go. Controller is saved, I believe. Yeah, it's on charge. It always runs out. All the bloody time. Right. Okay. We must be coming into it. But I've got to be careful because I'm pretty certain there'll be a red light. So if there's a red light, well, that's it for us. Can't be far. Some people watching it will be like, oh, it's miles away still. Probably is. But still, we've got to be careful. Right, now here it is. Right, I'm coming to a stop pretty much straight away, as there's going to be a red light, and I don't want to go through the red light. Stop. There. Oh no, it's green. Okay, it's green. Probably because we took so long. Oh, that's a livery we probably don't want to see. Well, that is the power of the Creators Club. You get to see different liveries. to get the doors. We're only a minute late. That's... Okay. Right, and then after this it's Barnt Green, which is a bit more of a gap. Which is the sort of worrying bit. Okay, right, here we go. It's quite slow across those points, I think. Let's try not to catch that livery. I'm pretty certain it is a branded one. So, back we go. Yeah, we're doing alright, 15. But yeah, this will be the fastest part of the journey, and probably where things might go wrong. Because we're going to be going to a fast bit of track, then the fast bit of track then goes on to a 15 miles an hour bit. So, we can't make any mistake. This bit is critical that we don't make any mistakes. Because if we do, well, we're probably going to derail. Right, let's speed up. Goodbye, Longbridge. And this is one of those bits where I don't really know that well either, between Longbridge and Barnt Green. As usually, I would just know because the signals bring you down, but we can't see the signals. So that's going to make it a bit more hairy. But we'll be alright, we'll be alright. I have confidence that we'll be alright. We continue our backwards adventure to the nice, lovely town of Redditch, which is in... Is it Gloucestershire? I think it might be Gloucestershire. No, it's not bloody Gloucestershire. That's ages away. But it's in a Worcestershire. Is it Worcestershire? No, I think it is Worcestershire. It's in. I think there's the DSD going on. So yeah, everyone was just luck. But I know you guys probably want to see me bloody crash or get a spad. I don't blame you. That would be quite funny. But ideally we do want to try and make it to Redditch. Hopefully. Hopefully we will. Right, I'm going to start slowing down a little bit, which is probably way too early. But just to be on the safe side. As we won't see the line splitting off until we're at Barnt Green Station, because Barnt Green Station... You know, you get one platform to go straight on, the other one goes off. So we won't see it until we actually get there. And if we're going above 15, well, that's not going to be great. Well, there's something we should give it away. We should get... No, would we get a junction indicator coming into Barnt Green? I don't think we do, as we're already on the line to go off. That's true. Right, I don't think it's too far. Well, I said that about Longbridge, and then we were still quite a way away, weren't we? So just nice and careful. Right, there's an AWS magnet there. So we're coming up to the next set of signals. Probably. And yeah, if there's a red, well, then we're screwed, because we won't see the red. I mean, there'll probably be another train coming up from Redditch. I'm just taking it nice and slow. Right, no, hang on, yeah, no, this is it. Oh, there is a junction indicator for this, okay. So this is Barnt Green we're coming up on. So we should start curling round fairly soon. Oh, it's going into 2 tracks. Okay, no, so we do go off then. For some reason I was thinking it was 4 tracks into Barnt Green. And obviously 2 going off and 2 going towards Bromsgrove. That's not too bad, look at us. And we'll see the other line sort of coming off as well, I suppose. Right, I think we're going off now. Yeah, and then we come into the station, which is just on the corner. Round we go. and welcome to Barnt Green. Not too shabby. Here we are. I think you've also got one of the station cats here as well. Let's go and visit them. Yeah, not bad. If that were on the stop marker, yeah, it's probably nowhere near. Where's the cat? The cat's here somewhere. I've seen the cat here before. Where's the cat? There is a cat at this station. I've seen it before. Barnt Green cat. Sorry, I'm gonna have to leave you. No, it's over. Is it? Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Tom, that one there. I think is that JD's cat, Tom. I remember. Right, let's get the door shut. Oh, I've done the wrong ones there because I was looking this way, so I pressed the left button. But as we're actually supposed to be doing it that way. Right, okay. Get them shut. Right, are we all good? We're all good. It should be Alvechurch next. I'm gonna check the map to see if there's not a train coming up. Okay, no, we're fine. There is no train coming up. Let's go. I don't actually see what time we were supposed to be there, but I don't know if we were early or late. Right, and we're out of here. Goodbye, Barnt Green. So we're now on the Redditch branch, which is about sort of another sort of 10-15 minutes. Well, we actually seem to be doing this near enough on time, which is just bizarre. So I think it's been about half an hour since we left New Street. So, not too bad. As we make our way along. Cool. Right. So it should be... Oh, actually we are speeding a little bit. So let's get the brakes on a bit. That's a little bit quick. I'm pretty certain it is still 15. So we'll pop that down. There we go. And it should go up. I think it's maybe 40. Yeah, I think it's 40. Just out of here to Alvechurch, and then goes up. So I'll try our best to keep to that. Right, it's now single track. And we should see the speed board. There it is. I think it's 40. Yeah, I haven't actually been along this branch line since they did the upgrades, or the updates to it, I should say. Because before it used to be very barren when it first released. But yeah, this is, well, way better now. First time seeing it, but I think it is. So that's good. Speed up just a little bit. There we go. And yeah, we should know when we're coming into Alvechurch that we'll go back into 2 tracks. And you've also got like a little marina down to the left side, which we will also see. Along we go. Lovely little branch line though. No, I don't want the brakes on now. Oh, a little bit more. Cool. What is everyone's favourite favourite place to go to on the Cross City? Do you like going down to Bromsgrove, or do you like the Redditch branch? Personally, for me, I'd probably actually say Redditch. Sort of that little extra you can go. And yeah, we should see the canal soon coming up, which I believe should cross under us, and there's like a little harbour area, and then we're pretty much there. So if we can spot the canal, I think it's just down there. Yeah, it's just down there, I think. So that should go... Yeah, there's a little harbour area there. So we should then be pretty much coming into Alvechurch. So hopefully at some point we'll see the track splitting off back into 2. Because apparently it was only fairly recently the station actually got made into double track. Right, and then... Yeah, should be coming in. It's a fairly long platform. So we'll be alright. We've got a little bit of leeway. Right. Okay, yes, here we are. And it was 40 as well, was correct, yes. And this is Alvechurch, and we go under the bridge. So you should see the sides going up, yeah, which they are. And there's a bridge going over the top. And then you're pretty much into the station. And here's the station. Let's pop that down. Welcome to Alvechurch, and there's a cat as well. I haven't actually seen that one before. Here we are. I actually think that was quite a good stop as well. What's this one? This one is Phoebe, that one there. So at some point they'll probably do dogs. Maybe that'll be on the next route they're doing. A little bit off. And we're 3 minutes late to that one. So, yeah, that delay is starting to build up now. But that's fine. And it is Redditch next, which we'll do there at 7:03, so we'll probably end up being late. It's actually been... I did think it was going to be slightly harder, this, but it actually hasn't been too bad. But then again, I do know this route relatively well already. It hasn't been too bad. And 3 minutes later, I mean, that's not too bad either. I mean, it's still not great, but... yeah, do stick around, I'm sure, after this. Oh my god, we don't want to see that either. All these deliveries I haven't bloody unsubscribed from yet. Yeah, that's Creators Club and Livery Designer, which is... sort of is one of the things you can do. One of the things you have on Train Sim World is you get the livery designer, where you can pretty much make any livery you want on any train you want, on most trains, and then you can then customize them and then also upload them to Creators Club, and then more people can enjoy them, which is awesome. Right, speed that up a little bit more. It's quite steep down here as well, so we need to keep an eye out for our speed. So I think it's 70, then 60, then it goes back up to 70 quite soon after. And then something like 60, then I think it's 30 into Redditch. So I could be wrong, although really we want to be going at about 10 miles an hour. As we won't be able to see the buffer. And that would be very heart-wrenching if we get all the way to the end and then hit the buffer, and that's it. So it should come into single track soonish as well, and that's when we know we're getting there. So that won't be too far away now. I'm sort of just waiting for the moment to see it sort of coming in. But yeah, one of the fun challenges you can do on yeah, it must be coming up to there'll be a signal coming up. One of the fun city challenges you can do on Train Sim World. Give it a go yourself. See if you do better than me for points. Yeah, so it's just about to join up, I'd imagine, as you had that signal just there. Something's going on with the track. Yeah, I think we're curling in. And yeah, there we go. So we're now joined up for sort of the final sprint into Redditch. A little bit of speed on us. I wonder what the hardest route to do this would be on, though. Probably like one of the something like Peninsula Corridor. That would probably be like one of the hardest routes to do it on, at least for me, at least, because I don't really know that route very well. And the brakes on that train aren't great either. Right, let's pop that right down to 30. It does come right down. So it's like a long straight, and then you sort of just turn off. Because this is actually, I think this is the third rendition of Redditch Station. You know, you had the original, then they rebuilt it somewhere else, and then they then redid it again. Something like that. So you sort of, it's like a weird, it's a bit of a weird wiggle into Redditch. Cool. But yeah, do stick around. I'm sure there'll be more content after this from other ambassadors as well. So yeah, I suppose stick around, and I'm sure there'll be more exciting things to come. Yeah, big thanks again to Dovetail Games for giving us the opportunity, I suppose, to get stuck in with stuff on it. It has been a real privilege. Right, that's the 30 board there, I think. No, that's not the 30 board. So it won't be too far, and then we'll sort of turn again, and then we'll come into Redditch, and we should be going relatively slow as well. Although the platform can take a 6 coach, I don't really want to be taking any chances. Because then it will just all go wrong, and then, well, that's not great. It'll be funny, but yeah. I'm taking probably a bit too slow. In fact, I am going too slow here. I'm not even round this bit yet. Although I think it is going to start turning to the other side in a second. I believe. Still coming around. But yeah, this is a sort of little weird diversion bit where you sort of, it's really weird, sort of turning off. It's not all here though, is it? Already? No. No, there's one more turn. No, here we go. Now we're starting to turn this way. And then I think we're into the station. And there's a TPWS magnet here as well, which if that is active, we want to go in about 10 miles an hour. So otherwise we will get e-braked, and then that will just be really annoying. And we should be coming into the station now. Should be. But yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed this little fun, silly challenge. Yeah, I suppose give it a go. See, give it a go yourself. See how you get on. And this, I'm waiting for the platform to start now. It should be any second now. Do we risk it and try and get as close as we can to the buffer, or at least somewhat closer? Yeah, go on. What do I get? I'll try and get closest to it. The front of the train should be in the station platform. Yes, this is the car park coming up. This is a bit further around. No, this must be it. Right, there's a red there. Okay, maybe it is a little bit further around. I thought we were pretty much there, though. Well, I've got that collectible there, so it must be at the end of the platform. Yeah, here we are. This is Redditch. And this we've got to be really careful. So I don't really want to go into the buffers. Right, we've got to try and figure out what 3 coaches is. Oh, if this goes wrong, that is not going to be great. You know what? I'm coming to a stop. That will do. That will do. Oh, there you go. Okay, it took 45 minutes, which ain't really that bad considering it was 41 minutes to service. So we did actually quite well there. Let's have a look at our stop. 5 ways. We were near enough a bang-on stop. Any other sort of close ones? 10 yards at Alvechurch. But the rest were 9.8 at King's Norton. That's not too bad, I suppose. So our best stop was the first stop at 5 ways. But then the stop marker actually is as you are just in the platform. So that was probably going to happen. 15 miles. That's not too bad. We did get a silver medal, so not a gold. Boo-hoo. But that's fine. Let's see how close we were to the buffer then. How close were we? Oh, okay. Still probably a carriage length or so away. Well, for there's actually a stop marker, so yeah, probably about a carriage length away. That's not too bad. Actually, whilst we're here, let's quickly hold on. Let me quickly set that to that. We'll quickly pop out And well, this one goes back in 4 minutes. You don't get much of a turnaround time on this route. Let's actually go to the front. I've seen the collectible and I want it. Come on, out of the way, please. Very dangerous, but we're just going to quickly hop on here. And there we go. We now got one of the don't know what that's, a goat or something. I don't know. Well, that thing there is a planter, which is quite cool. But yeah, that is, I suppose, my slot for the train sim. Let's go back to Lynchfield, Trent Valley. That is my slot for the Train Sim World section of the publisher weekend. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. That was actually really fun. That was. I think some other ambassadors may be doing the same as well. So definitely do keep an eye out. Do watch them, see how they get on as well. Possibly on this route as well. And yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Obviously, big thanks to Dovetail Games for the opportunity to be part of the event. Much appreciated. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your time watching the weekend. I'm sure I probably will be on again at some point with some Train Sim Classic. And I hopefully will see you when I next see you. I've been the British Ace. You can find me on YouTube. I'm sure there's links and stuff going about. Daily Train Sim or Train Sim World and stuff like that. All the good stuff. And yeah, I hopefully will see you when I next see you. So see you all and take care. Bye guys.